My name is Lady Ashbury.
Vampire épisode 4.
In spite of the brevity of our encounter.
N'oubliez pas de poser la cloche de notification pour rien rater de mes vidéos. Les deux, ça fera extrêmement
plaisir. It seems I'm the butt of a joke, or pigeon of a con. Dr. Swansea might have told me who I was going to meet.
I know you're a man of action, Doctor, but take a moment to contemplate the terrain. In this war, discretion is both weapon and shield.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Wow.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it.
Do you
know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
met de la musique, qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts.
Basta, guys.
The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Oh, deux niches d'affilée. Ça c'est bien ça, pas vrai? Ouais. Ah ouais. Ouais. Après, viens, on fait une partie. Et tu sais, t'as une chaîne YouTube? Bah ouais. Alexandre des mines. Des mines.
Read with no respect. What is this? Who are you?
Non, Alexandre
Get out of
des
my room.
mines.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say?
Hop.
I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea
En
is
plus,
quite
il y a
busy,
des dessins un petit
and
peu
I need you
durs.
to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones?
Oh.
Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you.
Ah ouais.
You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Ouais.
Oh, better
But
than
they're
any
also
patient,
Malay.
nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
What? Mais t'es dis-toi. Dis-toi.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible
Ils
medical
en
error.
essayent?
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane,
Ah
Hawkins,
ouais.
Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut.
Ouais.
Our
sais.
scratching, slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have... I'll not have the staff behave
Tiens, on
in such
pourra
a
faire un
manner
RP
here.
à Noël.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your
Ouais.
time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Mais en fait, moi, j'ai jamais tué.
The patients and staff might know something.
Attends,
I'll
on
start
doit
my
faire quoi?
investigation with them.
Vas-y, si t'as envie. Pas plus. Préfère t'en rester nous deux. Mais c'est en train de marquer d'un. Après, il y en a un qui a deux les. Ouais. Moi, c'est le drop pigeon. Le drop pigeon des vampires.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
En fait, c'est mon... Nous, on est parti dans
Do you require
mon...
medical attention as well, Mrs.
mon
Gosling?
frère,
Do
en
you
fait.
know you're the only one who's asked me
Du
this?
coup, c'est lui qui m'a fait ma chaîne YouTube.
I don't feel well, actually.
Du coup, moi, je suis hyper content.
I will see you later.
Toi.
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of
Ouais.
course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else,
Gros,
please.
ils parlent de gros mots, hein. Parce que là, ils t'entendent, mes abonnés, hein. Genre, les trucs.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Ah, what the f... d'emploi d'un vampire?
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Ah non, mais gros, c'est un petit peu chaud. What?
You don't mind if I search your pockets,
Lilith!
do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see,
Mec,
no
il y
one
a
has
le
claimed your
dedans, il
bodies,
vole des
so it would be
portefeuilles.
such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
Mais tu
I will
sais,
not
c'est un
forget
jeu
you,
d'État
sir.
suisse.
And I thank you for your generous donation.
Du tout, tu peux l'installer. Hein.
It's locked.
Gros, moi, j'ai jamais tué Wolverine. À chaque fois, il me bute. Gros, ça m'améliore pas. Hein. Gros, ça m'améliore pas, mais t'as mis dedans. Bah si, peut m'améliorer. Gros, t'as installé, hein. Non mais moi je parle du jeu de vampire. Gros, j'ai jamais admirable. Des dessins de plus. Oh non! Gros, il y a un petit bug.